Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. It is panel discussion time. Tim, thank you for joining me tonight, man.
Thank you.
So I went on and just blah, blah, blah a whole hour because I didn't think I had anything to talk about, but the week was full and it's all been in preparation for that Dallas trip. However, I mentioned earlier Bryan Bowden. Um, hey, Operation Shutdown. Let me everybody in the chat. Sarah, welcome back. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate Aussie and Operation Shutdown. What's up? Hello and good evening to you too. Thank you for coming by. Um, I look at signs, Tim. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like from spirit guides, from the universe around us. And I want to bring up an example of something that happened, right? And this was, oh, wait, the buttons are confusing me. This is a post from my Facebook. I'm going to maximize it and I'm just going to read it up, right? I'm going now. This is the post. And as you see on the left, you have a receipt that says $7.67.
Right.
Now, in that, you have a pattern.
76767676.
Right. There's a pattern there. So that was like, huh. But then I grabbed something to eat and look over here, 333. I didn't see that. I randomly picked it. I just picked one. There was like two or three there, and I got one that said 3:33 p.m. Those are both very significant numbers. Now, someone jumped on and explained these things. Bryan Bowden, link in description. Please go like and subscribe, Bryan Bowden. Now, I'm going to read this out because I know it's hard to read on the screen. In numerology, 333 is often interpreted as an angel number, signifying positive energy, encouragement, creativity, self expression, optimism, and a mission from the universe that you are on the right path, often associated with a time of personal growth and spiritual awakening. It essentially means you should trust your intuition and embrace your creative potential. Key points about 333. The number three meaning. The number three itself represents creativity, communication, and expansion, which are amplified when seen repeatedly as 333. Positive affirmations. Seeing 333 is generally considered a positive sign, prompting you to believe in yourself and your abilities. Spiritual connection. Some believe seeing 333 indicates a strong connection to your higher self or divine presence. Now, now, let's read into that for a second, right? Um,
Absolutely.
there is a That's the upside of these numbers, right? I look at things, you get cause and effect, and you have action reaction, and you also have the flip side of stuff, right? Trust your intuition and embrace your creative potential. That means you got shit happening around you that needs your intuition to help you through and embrace your creative potential to help figure out problems that are weird. Well,
Yeah.
you see what you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
And
And huh?
three
Go
three
ahead.
three three. It is. It's a significant number.
Mhm.
I believe that's also a. Let me check some other properties of that number in the side while you talk about it.
Okay. Now I'm going to move on to the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to keep talking about 333, right? So key points. Number three meaning. Number three is creativity, communication, and expansion. What am I doing in Dallas? I'm creating a new office. I'm creating and expanding. I'm using creativity because I don't know what I'm walking into.
Mhm.
And I'm glad I have this. And it also tells me positive affirmation. positive sign prompting you to believe in yourself and your abilities. Meaning I'm going to have to, because when you are the best, the price of being the best is you have to be the best. You can't slack off. You can't do that. I'm not saying I'm the best at anything. I'm just saying I've been handed this thing. And 333, generally positive sign, means you're gonna be fine, right? I've repeatedly been told I'm gonna be fine. And with the spiritual connection, a strong connection to higher self or divine presence.
It's also a Mexican area code.
It's a what?
A Mexican area code. Mexico.
Mexican.
Yes.
Okay. The Muggles are always fucking this up, aren't they?
Absolutely. No. I seem to remember that 333 has a lot of significance outside of numerology as well. Mm-hmm. So anytime that you find a number that is significant, like 13 or 23s or 33s or even 2s or 3s by themselves, these are powerful numbers. A lot of people have tried to explain 333 is what I'm finding in the search over on the side. But I thought that there was some significance to 333, like as a symbolic number, not prime number. I know it's not a prime number, but a number that has special maths to it. Mathematical.
Yeah, well, it's 3 3s, so it's like it's really a three-dimensional number. Ironically enough, you have 3s. You can think of a pyramid with 3 points. Triangle with 3 points, and there's 3 of them. So you put 3 triangles together, you get not quite a pyramid. I don't know what that shape is called, where it's 3 sides. A D4.
Nice.
A caltrip. You get a caltrip. And so it's good if you're throwing it. It's bad if you're coming up on it, right?
Right.
So 333, it's one of those, I don't know how to say it, multi-dimensional, because you got 333 put together as a single number. And I think that's why it trips people up so much.
Right. It's definitely an odd number, and if this number has been following you around, I definitely continue observing it.
Oh, for sure. Now that is the 333. I'm going to go over what Bryan said about 767.
767.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll flip around just like we did the 333. The angel number 767 suggests or signifies a spiritual awakening and message to trust your intuition. It encourages embracing change and aligning with your purpose, while also suggesting that you're on a path toward a more enlightened and purposeful life. This number sequence combines the energies of 7, spiritual development and inner wisdom, and 6, material and financial aspects, balance. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Spiritual awakening and intuition. The number 7 appearing twice emphasizes spiritual development, inner wisdom, and listening to your intuition. Embrace change. 767 encourages you to move forward with confidence, knowing that changes are leading to growth and fulfillment. Purpose and divine guidance. It's a reminder to stay aligned with your life's purpose and to be open to the guidance of your angels and the universe. Balance. The presence of the number 6 suggests the importance of maintaining balance in aspects of your life, including the material and spiritual. In essence, seeing 767 is a positive sign, indicating that you are on the right path, guided by your intuition and supported by the divine. It's a call to embrace the journey of spiritual growth and transformation while staying grounded in your purpose. Now, with these two, they're very similar, okay? With this one being more in the spiritual side of things. Am I still, or how am I? Okay, how am I being displayed here? I'm just making sure.
You're off
I'm
to
not.
the side.
Okay. Um, Now, I'm not going to compare these two. They kind of complement each other, right? Spiritual
Mhm.
awakening and message to trust your intuition, which is very much like um, 333 in that creativity, communication, expansion, positivity. Okay. Maybe I need more mushroom coffee. I'm getting there. But the flip side of this is you're going to need this stuff because you're going to have something that needs it. Let me see here. Number 7 appearing twice in spiritual development, inner wisdom, and listening to your intuition. Meaning, I will need to listen to my intuition because something will be working against me. The flip side of the good. Listen to your intuition because you've got some shit coming down, and you're gonna have to feel your way out because this has not been done before, or at least you have not done it before. Move forward with confidence. That locks straight into this job trip I'm doing. Know that changes are heading to growth and fulfillment, meaning gears are going to shift, things are going to change, and and a person I'm going to learn. You're going to learn because you're going to go through some stuff and know that you went through this. You didn't die. You didn't fail, or you changed the rules of the game like Kobayashi Maru and cheated. But if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Mhm.
Yeah, purpose and divine guidance. Okay, angels, the universe. The fact that these numbers are showing up, and these are only two. There are more. There are lots more. That I mean, I see these things daily,
Mhm.
and if I was to go out and be more active, probably hourly. And let's see, aligned with life purpose. That that right there, 333, along with 767, says
Ah,
I'm on the right path. I'm doing right. Don't deviate. The flip side is that I want to deviate. I want to go have that adventure, but the adventure is the path. It is the deviant, and it's been set for me. Um, Now balance, presence of the number six, in suggests the importance of balance. Six by itself says what it says. The presence of the number six suggests the importance of maintaining balance in all aspects, material and spiritual. Couple that with 333, and you got a hell of a powder keg that you got all this stuff about to happen. I can say that for sure because I got it on the calendar. I'm scheduled. We'll see what happens. And put that uh, all that together, just the six, right? Just the six with the threes, because they all are made of the same stuff. Threes. That's another thing. You've got your caltrip over here, and you've got your six over here talking about the caltrip. Mm, this stuff goes multi-layer, and it's like four-dimensional before you even approach it. Stuff is so hard to talk about. Okay, so in essence, it says a positive sign, right? Right path. Intuition is supported by the divine. This is the divinity number. 767 is the divinity number. I'm looking at it now, and I don't know. I'm using whatever it is I got. Looking at the 333 was the here on earth number. The 767, which by the way, they came at the same day, right? This wasn't one day and the next. This is like the same day. The 767 is the spiritual side of it, meaning they got my back. And really, let me tell you, I said this before, and I don't mean to keep rambling on about it, but of everything that happened, all the random events led to me getting this assignment. I was not the first choice, but all the other ones had the most random things happen to keep them from doing it. and I was the one. Now, a lot of people say I'm the last choice of the humans, but the universe arranged those dominoes to fall a certain way and said, no, this is your only choice. That's the way I choose to look at that. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but I do. Okay, anyway, sorry. Go ahead. You got something?
Sure. I was sharing in chat the function of 333. It it is the smallest power of 2 greater than a Google. 233333.
Well.
It's an interesting number. And the other one, 767, it's interesting that number has a lot of spiritual journeys on it, because one of the most famous of the Boeing aircraft is the 767, and the 767 is also a reserved number for in Canada for 767-26276, or popcorn, the day and time of service of Northern California. And it's also the area code for the Dominican Commonwealth, Dominica.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. 767. You know,
Yes.
that's the hot zone. That's Atlantis area.
Nice.
It is. That's part of it. Okay, the chat is filling up. Yo, let me say hi again. We got Aussie has come back. Sarah has come back. Thank you for the faith in me. Oh my God. Operation Shutdown. You're back. Or yeah, you're back. OB2, Rachel, you have returned. Thank you so much. Samo, what's up? Thanks for coming by, man. Me and Tim rocking the panel. Amanda's Crazy Life. And Amanda is saying that she went on her first live show. Went on my first live tonight. Abnormal investigations. Was nervous, but I think I did okay. I will have to check that out after we do this, because your channel is starting to wind itself up. You're winding up, and I've been watching. Amanda. No. I'm joking. No pressure.
Use your channel for good, not evil.
Yes. So, and Ben, what's up, Ben? Oh man. So that is a big indicator, aside from all the stressful stuff that I've been dealing with. But those are good to see, right? Those are really numbers like that are really good to see.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what's going on.
Any number is a good number in repetition, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because then it becomes a sign rather than just being random numbers the universe throws at you.
Right. I get them all the time. Every time I go somewhere, it's 1767, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 1 2, 2 1 2 1. I don't try this stuff. I just get what I get, and I just go with it. And they're always showing up. I try to take pictures of the receipts, but dude, it's like it happens so often. The iCloud was going to be full of all the weird shit that happens around me. So I do try to do that, but a lot of times these signs, not just the numbers, but signs like let me stop that. And I brought this up last week. But shout out Bryan Bowden for the excellent breakdown of those numbers and giving me the chance to compare them and contrast them. Let's see, I had a picture. I had a sign right after I got off the phone. Where'd it go? Yeah, let me. Right after I got off the phone, I brought this up last week. That I look over, I get a cup of coffee, and that mug looks weird. It's a moth. I have never seen that moth before. And then I zoom in. That to me, in context with just getting off the phone of, hey, you're going to Dallas. That is saying, run with it. And I'm running with it. That is how I interpreted it. Run with it. And nobody can stop me from interpreting it that way.
No one can stop you.
Welcome back, Woo. Quantum level rising. Heck yeah. And yeah, Bryan, I'm loving Bryan too. He has certain quality to him. I'm gonna get with him and I'm gonna tell the cemetery story and hopefully not freak the fuck out when I do it, because it happens. He has a cool history. He is a Mason. He's one of the top level Masons, and he has a pretty chill show. He talks about the stuff that is. I'm just gonna hold off right there, right? Because no spoilers. Go like and subscribe. Go watch Bryan Bowden. He appears regularly on Michigan UFO and Paranormal, and also he has made pretty regular appearances on Bigfoot Michigan Rob show. Shout out Bigfoot Michigan Rob.
I've seen his show. I think it was
he is fun. He is a
He's
Bigfoot,
Wednesdays, right?
I'm not really sure. I've seen him several different days. Hey, Blue Chicken, welcome back. Thanks for coming by the Quantum Show.
I subscribe to all of you, and it's dependent upon you to like have those live flags come up in my thing. But I subscribe, Black Bell, the whole thing. But if there's not enough live opportunities for me to watch, then I won't be visiting your show.
Yeah. Make it happen, people. Be there, be live, do stuff. Because you know what? We got all this world, all this quantumness, and it's right in front of your face. You only have to say, that's quantum, because I can see it now, and you will. You don't need a specific hit on the head to have it happen. Though it doesn't hurt. But I will say it does kind of hurt when it happens. Oh man. Yeah, he is good buddy of yours, says Woo Rider. Very nice family man. Yep. Yeah, he does all the podcasts. He's got the experience he's very captivating. He's captivating. He is. The way his enthusiasm, he's got this enthusiasm about him that, you know what the word is? He'll use the word, and I agree because I feel it too. Brotherly. It's brotherly, and it wraps you up in like brotherly affection. It's crazy cool. So, yeah. And Renee is saying, happy summer solstice, everybody.
Is that today?
Is it? Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
It is summer solstice. Awesome.
Thank you for not letting me miss that, Renee. I appreciate that. I need to light a candle real quick. Maybe that's why all these candles are lit in here.
Okay, it is summer solstice.
Yes.
I'm glad I got, you know what? Today I took the car to the mechanic on summer solstice. That's a new beginning. Great. That's great. And apparently it is National Bald Eagle Day, American Bald Eagle Day. Shout out to all the bald eagles in chat. I don't know what to say to that. I don't have a picture or nothing. I didn't know that. It's not on the calendar. Must be that other that I don't know. One of them calendars you get at the store that don't have Bigfoot on them. Okay. So all right.
Does your calendar have Bigfoot on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, let me. You know what? Let me do this. It's easy enough to take down and put up. It's the. This is what. See, that's Amy and I. Notice the boat. That's Bigfoot Girl 111.
Nice.
And the Quantum Show eating. What are they doing? Eating a fish with salsa. Yeah. Quantum Bigfoot and Bigfoot Girl 111 having fish with salsa. I guess.
Nice.
I'm saying that right now. No, but yeah. I picked this up. I'm like, why not? It's fun, and I don't know. It just seems to be a main staple because that's like one of the only events I can make for sure every year, and is never ever boring. The presentations are not all great. Go ahead. What?
Sarah through the wall said she loves that. She needs that Bigfoot calendar. I could hear her.
There's
there. She says it in chat now. I want that.
Yeah, I need to like make a parody of both mine and Amy's shows using those guys.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing about the Bigfoot conference, right? Oh yeah. I got the long hair. I keep it long. I don't know why. There's power in the hair. People say, "What's the power?" I don't know, but it's there. I don't even know, but it's there.
It's attached to nerve endings and could possibly like provide you better balance. I think it gives us more telepathic abilities, but since you can't measure telepathic abilities, I couldn't tell you how much it improves them.
Right. Well, yeah. DJ does have the long hair. He's got the beard too. I don't have that.
Yeah, the beard's been going on. It's for a while.
Yeah,
sometimes
he's rocking
I trim this part, sometimes I don't. But this is what, 5 years?
I think so.
I'm asking the wife in the background. 5 year beard.
Okay. Yeah.
She's continually asked me not to shave it while it's gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Please don't shave it, dude. I'm going to ask you now. Me and your wife are ganging up on you. Please don't.
Epic beard man.
OB2 is saying antenna. I agree. It seems that when my hair has been longer, the world around me is different. I guess I'm perceiving it different, or it seems different. But when I had short hair, things didn't happen like they do now. And I hit my head a long time ago. I had long hair, short hair, long hair, short hair. And it's never been more obvious than with long hair. So, inches of telepathy. Yes. 11 inches of, but if you can measure hair, so at least 11 inches of telepathic ability. Yes, that'll work for me. And that kind of leads me into the telepathy tapes, right? I covered that very deeply with all the kinds of surrounding subjects that goes with it. And I ended up calling it, I likened it to Unimatrix Zero from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but I call it Unimatrix Human. That's us. We are. Oh man, I could go on and on. We're living in a simulation, and we're the ones that are asleep, but we're awake in Unimatrix Human. Crazy. I love it. And
I'm loving the hair chat.
Yeah, I kind of am too. I don't get to do that very often. You know what?
No, I'm not a very vain person, so I never
Mm-mm.
grew it to like for hair worship.
Mm-mm. Same.
And it's more like a memorial than anything. Because the last time I cut my hair was when my grandpa died, and the next time I'll cut my hair will be when somebody really close passes. And I tend to like I tend to make a um, spiritual practice out of cutting the hair rather than just let's go to the barber once a month like I did when I was in the military. Well, it was more than once a month. It was more like every 4 days, but
Yeah, it was about like that. Me too. But it's not. I'm not gonna say I do that. I'm not doing hair worship, but um, I don't know. It just seems people treat me differently,
mhm.
and they and it's better. And come on, Tennessee, it's almost required that you have long hair as a dude.
It's it says not a cop. It's a strong statement that says not a cop.
Yeah, and it's also, you know what? I looked up long hair meanings, different meanings, and one of the older meanings that are accepted in mainstream muggleism is a man that is not owned and is free from Rome.
Nice.
Slaves and owned people had short hair because it was a maintenance issue,
Mhm.
but it came to mean that they were slaves, and they would usually have that bowl cut, right? And for some reason, I always wanted to keep my hair long,
Mm.
and I never liked getting a haircut. Ever, never liked getting a haircut. But for Amanda, just so you know who you're dealing with, this is what I got going on, right? I hope that's on camera. I'm turned away. I can't see the screen or the camera. I think I am. This is what I got. And I like it. It works for me. I'm just saying. And and I got 3 hair ties to keep this Medusa in check, right?
Yeah, your hair's
My
quite thick.
oh, it's not just that, dude. I have walked through doors and it reaches back, grabs the door, and slams it behind me, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Ow, what was that?" And it was like 1 strand, you know?
yeah. I
And
call it the Eon Flux.
if I'm Hmm?
You remember the cartoon Eon Flux on MTV?
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One single hair latches around something and pulls with all its might.
It is from reality,
Mhm.
and I will go somewhere, do anything, pins, sticky notes, freaking other people's hair stuff, for
Yeah.
real. I could walk through a grocery store, and and my hair will be pulling shit off the shelves.
I
I gotta that's for real, it's happened. Go ahead.
I think that's the nature of it. Like that it collects the bees and the wasps and things before they get to the sensitive parts of your neck anatomy.
Yes.
When you think
Yes.
about its function out there in the field,
Mhm.
it,
It is
it's
very protective,
yeah.
and yeah, like, evolutionarily speaking, it's protective, but energetically speaking, it's an antenna, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, if we all understood this, we just say, "Look at this book. I'd write the book. I'd write the book, but I understand it." Nobody does, and I always have to keep it up because it will wreck everything around me if I don't. Yeah. And one time I had it the same way, but I had it kind of loose. And what did he call me? Brett? Something, a wrestler. He had long hair like this. And he goes, "Alrighty then, Brett." I got to find this out. This is going to bug me. Brett Michaels.
Not familiar with many wrestlers.
Brett.
Not pro, but not against.
Right. What? No, not Brett Michaels. No.
Bret Hart just said in chat.
Bret Hart, that's it. Was that Samo?
That was
no memes. All right, Bret Hart. He goes, "See you later, Bret Hart." As I was walking by, you know what? I didn't get mad or nothing. Here's what I did. I was walking. I went.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I can swish it with the best of them.
I can headbang for about 23 seconds, and then it feels like my freaking skull's about to come off.
Yeah,
that's the only trick I got.
Same. I can't do that anymore. Now I just stand there with a sense of presence like Batman. I don't try to jump around like Bret Hart. But yeah, there's a lot of spirituality with hair. And I had someone talk to me about the Native American hair spiritualism, and there's a lot to it. I don't know it very well, but The Men Who Stare at Goats touched on that. The movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that one? You've seen that one, right?
Yes, I've referenced that on your show before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have. That's for the audience, right? It's for you, the audience.
The Men Who Stare at Goats is a movie about, it's a fictional account of a group of soldiers who basically they stare at goats for 24/7, and it was part of Army's psychological warfare division. These things happen, psyops, things like that.
Yeah.
And they paid soldiers to stare at goats for 24 hours, and these guys were kind of wacky. And knowing that, watch the movie.
Yeah, no spoilers, but I will say Project Stargate, go run. Hey, Lynn, are y'all just getting home? Shout out Lynn, shout out Frank. They had a busy day. Shit went down for them, and they had to take care of it, and they did because they're quantum of like a degree. So I'm glad. Hopefully things are working out. Lynn couldn't be here today. Shout out again because of events away from the show, and that is unfortunate for us. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Family first, and it's family. Okay, Lynn is saying, "Come on." Okay. Well, Samo wants you back. That's for sure. Let me grab you a link. And now I've got to go over here, get Messenger up. I usually do all this before live so it doesn't take up time, but
Roger that. I'll keep the air from going dead for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now the attention's on me. Look at me. I am a DJ. Like little postmodern shit.
By the way, if you want to hear what I have called broken techno, link in description for DJ Wardove, Bandcamp, and YouTube.
Thank you.
Too easy, bro. Okay, link is out there for you, Lynn. I sent it to Storm, and I have to shut down Messenger because it screws up my bandwidth and slows everything down. It makes me look even fuzzier than normal. I become the fuzzy Bigfoot. Now that the hair is down, it's all fuzzy. But she may come in a few minutes. Got to set. There's technical setup all over the place, right?
Roger that.
What?
Budgie.
Budgie? Okay. Okay, she's on her way.
All right.
She is on her way. Yeah, people at work have asked me, why don't I ever let my hair down? I'm like, I would never get anything done.
Yeah.
And then I usually say, go ahead.
I keep mine up for practicality too.
Mm-hmm. I don't wear a bun, though. Buns, it just doesn't do anything for me. You know, I got whatever. It's a hair thing. If you got short hair, I will do the pencil trick. If I have a pencil, where you just
what I do is it is technically a bun, but you'd like it. I take it and I bundle it up. And then I wrap it in like a bun that's about 3 inches long, and I bind it in the middle, and it drops down like one of them samurai buns, not like an American,
like a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a cinnamon bun, and it's just a stable.
Yeah. Aussie is rocking a mullet.
Ah.
Let's see.
The mullet is the most practical haircut.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a picture of him.
Sarah says it's a sumo bun that I wear. A sumo bun.
Okay. I think I've dug up a picture of Aussie's mullet. And you know what? Yeah. This stuff is bad to the core ass. Let me get it on here. And yeah, I found you, Aussie. Can't hide from me. There you go, bro.
Nice.
There it is. Aussie is running it right there. There it is. Hell yeah. Shout out Venture Brothers. Didn't know you were a star. Hey, you got a license to kill.
And Woo Riders DG says, Hillbilly Cosmetology 101, laugh out loud.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to dig hard to find that picture of Aussie. You see why I follow the directions? I don't want to go up against that guy. Right? See that look on his face? Oh, Aussie's saying he brushes his out. He doesn't have that. Okay. So everyone knows, that is Venture Brothers Samson. He is a character on Venture Brothers, and I would love to see that, Sarah. I would love to see that. Halloween costumes, huh? I was just looking in my closet.
We want to do some inspired Frankenstein. Sarah and I, that is. Oh, that's dope.
Full Chewbacca with a hood and mask.
Nice. What a Wookiee.
I've worn it one time. Yes, I own this. I'm that kind of nerd. Look, see, it's got that thing on it. What is it? It says, you can't see it. It says Chewy, but that does not look. That looks more Bigfooty. So yeah, I actually own one of these.
Nice.
I have yet to wear it to work. They haven't pissed me off that much yet.
Casual Friday.
You know, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little thing. I don't think I've ever shown that on the show before, and I've definitely never worn it. Right now, it's too hot to wear it. See, I wanted to take that suit, the Bigfoot mask that's up there, or the Chewbacca mask that's up there, carry my droid on my back, and walk around in front of some motion detect cameras that are up the street. But I never got a chance to do that. Am I on? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're on. And we hear you.
Okay. And No Memes is saying, meanwhile in Texas, who sent Bigfoot over there to set up offices? Oh! Guess what I'm taking to Texas?
Yeah.
TSA is going to have fun looking at that. Oh, that's going to happen now. That is going to happen now because you know what? That is not the craziest shit I've seen at my job. Okay. Oh man, you got me. Oh, can I actually get away with that? I bet I could get away with it. Oh man. I bet I could get away with that.
Chewbacca costume.
Yeah. A Chewbacca onesie.
Couple of days of hair on your face.
Hair down like this, going all around. I'm like, with the paperwork. Oh! Samo, you talked to me about that earlier, and I'm not sure. Let me see. Is it that? Yes. That's true. And I heard the door ring. Hey, Lynn, welcome back to the Quantum Show.
I can't hear them.
Bring your mic down. Can you hear me?
I can't hear them. Okay, so I don't have mute on.
You are not muted.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let me check sound on my end.
Oh, let me look at this. Da, 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 da. Hear them now?
Can you hear us now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No
Nothing.
sound.
Testing 1, 2. I hear you loud and clear though.
Yeah,
Testing,
you
Stop.
sound good.
Testing, keeping chatter up until you say.
Got it?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right.
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Quantum Show panel discussion. Thanks for coming in, Lynn. I know you had a busy day.
Yeah, it was a little tough. It's just family, and family comes first with us, period.
Yeah.
So, it's my mother-in-law needed our help a lot.
My dad-in-law is been very ill, and he's doing okay right now. And Monday, then we'll be able to put some more things together for him, so I'll be all right.
Okay.
It's good. I have a good feeling for it. It's just been wearing.
I know the feeling. I
Yeah,
know that
it's
feeling.
been tough. It really has. The uh, day started at 6 o'clock, so I've been up for what? What would that be? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours. Used
Mm-hmm.
to do that with absolutely no problem.
Same.
Same.
Nowadays, I need 8 hours or I'm gonna just die. you know?
Yeah, I get by on 6.
Yeah.
I
I
took a
had
nap.
long hair for a long time. I had to get some of it off. I really did. The heat here is just amazing.
Yeah. When I was living there, it was an act of rebellion and defiance to keep long hair.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm rebellious and I'm defiant, and I still cut my hair.
Oh, I mean, against nature, I was just that guy.
It's not too
Who,
awful bad. I mean,
it's still long.
it's still down here. Yeah.
It's still long.
She wanted to cut it clear up to my hairline, and I'm like, are you nuts?
Lynn with a bob. Oh boy.
No.
No.
Just oh no. Uh-uh.
do you
I
find
used to keep it very very short when I was there we go. Now we got hair.
Yeah.
It
do you find
exploded.
that the hair length affects you psychically?
I'm sorry?
Do you feel that hair length affects you psychically? Like
It
if you
does. It does. If I take it much higher than about I don't know, just below the shoulder,
yeah,
I don't have the psychic ability I do if it's long.
okay,
It's weird. And my grandma was psychic, okay? And I mean very. And man, I could away with nothing with her. And that she told me she says you got the gift, got the sight. Don't ever let your hair get shorter than the middle of your shoulders. Well, I didn't listen, and when I got into nursing and personal care, uh, that short hair was a liability. I needed it long for my clients because I needed to know before they did, you know. So, and it saved lives. I'm very sure of that. But cutting it short, not for me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with short hair.
I am too,
I
obviously.
saw your hair. I'm envious. I really am. I'm
Oh.
like, oh man, so jealous. Damn.
This is the first time I've worn it down in a long time.
You usually
And
twist it up, don't you? A little
yeah,
bit.
I do. I call it the twin tail turbo twist.
You know, you could have got a religious exemption
I don't
now
know. It's
What?
pretty good.
in the military as chaplain assistant. You could have got some type of religious exemption for your hair.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, especially being a practicing Wiccan at the time.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about that. They make that stuff. I've seen people with religious exemptions. Of course, it's my office, and they make it so hard on them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they make their chains of command. Hey, Kason, I believe I've seen you before. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
he was here last week. I remember Kason.
Oh, and this is for
Oh,
you, Lynn.
What is for me?
He is saying, "Hi, Lynn. Could you tune into me, please, and tell me what my problem is? I'm really messed up. Sorry, I'm silly."
Firstly, Kason, you really need to work on your self-esteem. Your self-esteem is holding you up. Let's see, what else am I seeing? You don't have a problem. The people around you do. You need to get somewhat away from them and start to create a life for yourself. There is somebody in your life who is, for lack of a better term, a controller, a manipulator, and they're cutting your feet out from under you, or your legs out. If you understand that statement, uh, closer to home in Sri Lanka, um, you're near a sea, a very big sea. You need more time in the sun. You have a little bit of vitamin D deficiency. Um, while you're at it, get some C in there. And it's a lady that you like very much, and you're having a really tough time expressing that. So work on some of those things for yourself. Start making your decisions your way, and you'll begin to get that confidence because that's part of the problem. It's not all of it, but it's part of it. And the rest of it is really somebody in your life who really likes to push you around. So if I'm close to that, I hope that you'll let me know.
Well, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
That was strong. I wasn't going to get in the way of it.
Me neither. I switched off and everything. I was like, "Whoa." So, Kason,
He's probably in shock.
yeah, I'm gonna say, I will just say how I say it. You don't need to say it here. You need to say it to you if it's yes or no. We don't need. For me, I
That's for
don't need.
you.
That's for you.
That was all for you, Kason.
Well, Kason, that
Who is it that's doing the manipulating? Is that what your question is? I'm not sure.
I think. Well,
I'm,
you know what?
I'm at this point. I'm really this morning on that side. Oh, he's not awake yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is it? I can't see that. They're cloaked up pretty good. Maybe I'm sabotaging myself. Are there others around you, Kason? Help me see them.
Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted. Trying to figure out how to bring you Max.
You had me there for a second. There we are.
Okay, go ahead.
You could be sabotaging yourself, but all that really means is you're looking at your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and saying, I'm not good enough. And I assure you, you are. You are very good at what you do, and you'll only get better as you get older. You're mostly alone doing your thing, okay. Somebody is pushing you. It could be a parent or a sibling to be something that they want you to be, and you're not living up to that. You feel bad because of it, but you need to do what you need to do. Yeah, mostly alone. I'm mostly alone, but I'm surrounded by people. How about that? we can make our words sound any way we want, but the important part is start working on your self-esteem. The that I really do see. You're having a tough time believing that you are enough, and you are enough. You're enough for anything you want to do. You can't conceive of anything that you can't do. Now, it'll take work. You got to work on it, but you can do this. Self esteem is one of the hardest things in the world. Believe me, I've had my self esteem beaten out of me. So, and it takes time, it takes effort to pull that back. So, I hope I helped you, at least somewhat. And I can do a full reading for you if you like. You're going to have to contact me, and you can contact me through Nathan or uh, how
I
shall
will
we do
forward a
this?
message easily. You can email me
Yeah,
or
yeah.
find me on one of the socials. And Aussie, with that awesome mullet, is saying, "Good day, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe if you're here. Your quantum," and also reminding me, hint, hint, coffee time. So
It
it's
is,
time for
but
coffee.
hit Raven first. She wants to come in.
Oh, she's got a link.
Raven's
Link is
here.
there.
You got a link.
Link
Come
is
on
in your
in.
messenger. So coming over.
Essay. What is essay?
Self
Self-esteem?
social anxiety.
Social anxiety.
Oh, social anxiety. Yeah, I can absolutely appreciate that.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, it can be overcome. I can tell you some tips to help you. I can do some things for you. But if you'll reach out for me, we can talk about it. And since you're a quantum family, you get the family discount.
Okay. And I am going. Well, Raven's not clicking in yet, and me and Amy are out of coffee. So I shout out Alien Girl 111. Good morning UFO. Also, the bodies documents crap. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee. So I'm getting that flashing green light.
Tim and I can talk.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I keep.
You're welcome.
No speaking. Have at it, y'all.
Please don't hurt me.
I wouldn't hurt you.
I know you wouldn't. You're a soul brother. You really are. You know, just in case I just got here, I want to tell everyone happy solstice and love to all of you. You know, we're halfway through the year. It's the longest day of the year in this hemisphere. And we're tickled to death that you spend it with us. So, Tim, how are you spending solstice?
I have a bunch of candles lit.
Too damn hot for that. What are you talking about? I'm kidding.
I kind of I don't really pay attention to solstice because my birthday follows so closely afterward.
Right.
And so it sort of surprises me but doesn't, because I know my birthday is coming up on the 26th, but it always does surprise me, which is neat. But we're prepared with candles and cinnamon and and incantations and warmth.
So, what are you aiming for next half year?
I'm trying to take care of my body this year, this next half a year, because it needs maintenance. It needs maintenance with the diabetes and everything. It's been a really, really hard year.
I believe it.
And we've been doing a lot of walks and going to the pool a lot lately. to try to improve my physical health and my overall well-being through that.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows, and so does Tim, that there's the health of the soul, the health of the body, and the health of the spirit. And all of those things have to be in sync with one another for you to truly prosper. And we use the solstice as well as the equinoxes to focus on those things. You know, usually financials are focused on at Mabon, which is the fall equinox, in September 21st or 20th. It depends on the year, of course. But we focus on our financials about that time because in the old days, when we were all still farming and keeping cattle, we made up our minds to what we were going to grow and to do in the next year according to how good that harvest is. Then, of course, in December, when we do our winter solstice, we look at the things. This is the time of no time. Okay, this is when everybody rests and takes a real good rest in order to be ready to do spring equinox and get the harvest out. So this is when you plan your financials. In spring is generally time to have your babies, thereabouts, between February and March. And that can mean your own children or your animals that you're keeping. So this is something that one has to look at in a way, bodily health, not just for you, but for your family and for your animals. And then, of course, the next thing you get to is right back to summer solstice when you start harvesting. And there are 3 harvest times. So that's kind of a synopsis of it all.
And I believe we're in the first harvest because the blackberries are already here.
Yes.
So
summer solstice is the first harvest. Second harvest is the 2nd of August, Lamas. And then the third harvest is, no, I'm sorry, not Lamas. Lamas is considered to be this second harvest. But then you get to Mabon, that takes care of your fields. And then you get to Sowen, or you'll see it as Sam Hain, but it really is Sowen. You trust me on that. And you're back to planning the next year. Now, Halloween or Sowen is when you sit back a little bit and mourn your losses and decide how you're going to avoid some of that. So that's a lot of it. And that includes all losses, whether it's mourning for someone or maybe you didn't have the harvest that you wanted, or something about yourself that you wanted to achieve and you didn't get it achieved. That this is how that cycle of the year works out.
Welcome back, Raven from the Cat Dimension, coming to us with an audio connection, apparently. Are you here, Raven?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hi, Raven.
Hi.
howdy.
I'm confused. I thought today was Friday.
It is Friday. I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna show Friday edition.
Yep.
I'm sorry you didn't know that. I should have called you or something.
Yeah, I have had just a crazy day in the heat, and I fell asleep, and I woke up and saw you guys on my YouTube feed, and I thought, oh my god, I must have slept all this.
Time warp.
I'm like so confused. Another dimension.
That confusion just must be a, yeah, I am too most days. So
I'm so discombobulated. I've had my Jeep is in the shop, and so I haven't been able to go anywhere, and it's thrown off my schedule, and I'm not even. Yeah, like I said, I don't even know what day it is. I didn't even realize it was the summer solstice until sometime yesterday. I just happened to look down to the calendar and saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just so out of sync. So it's been a very weird week for me.
boy, that's no lie. Me too.
You too? Good.
It's been a rough one. It really has. And apparently from chat, we're not alone in our travails. So
I have had a cat die every day this week.
oh my gosh.
I have done nothing but been a grave digger. Jeez.
Damn, I'm sorry,
Ray.
Oh wow. I tell you what.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
It's been a tough one, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Over here as well. And you manifest your way out of it. Tomorrow's another day and it's a better day. Right?
Yep. I keep telling myself that.
You know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It says what you think is what you are.
So I'm just not
kind of kicking that around tonight too, aren't we?
So I hope you don't mind. I am not camera ready. I have no makeup on. I have my hair. I got a ponytail. Been sweating like a dog all day, and so I thought, I'll just jump on to say hi.
I slapped on some and a lipstick and said, "There, you're done. That's all you're getting."
You men have it so easy. You have just no idea.
Oh no, you don't.
What now? Who's got a D?
You're not wearing makeup, are you?
You don't have to wear makeup. I've been jealous because they can pee standing up and don't get pee in their socks. Just
okay.
That was so much more than I ever hoped for, Raven. Thank you so much.
It was my mother just didn't prepare me for the fact teach me how to pee in a hole in the floor. We went to the state fair and we went into the restrooms, and all it was these stalls with a hole in the floor.
Oh no!
Yes.
This is the state. The state fair.
Yes, the Indiana State Fair.
They're really going to have to drag themselves into the 19th century, I swear.
I was like in junior high.
Oh my God.
It was so horrible.
Even
so
Ohio
horrible.
has toilets. What the heck?
It stayed with me all these years. It's so horrifying.
Oh, gee whiz.
You know what? I'm going to address the chat for a second. Kason, how did you find this place? Of all the shows on YouTube, how did you get here? How did you get here? What led you here? Because you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
You're not a spy. You would have been acting like a Lou follower. And you're not here for us. You're here for you. So, interesting that.
He's legit. He has 355 subscribers and 214 videos.
Oh, I don't have any doubt that he's legit.
Oh,
so I'm wondering.
Samo, I expected better. Shame on you.
I'm just saying it's a real person and not a robot.
No,
right. Not a robot, not a burner account.
He's not.
Right.
I couldn't tune in on that as hard and fast as I did if he were a bot.
Right.
I would look at him and say, "What is it you're here for?"
I am here for love. I am here for love. I was designed for love.
Oh my God. No, I doubt it.
There was a
You should
time.
wherever
Huh,
live, where I'm free. Okay. You know, you don't get here unless you're quantum. You know that, right?
right. Something brought you here. So for real. And you're way over there where you're at. And you ended up here. If you're here, you're quantum. You think I'm joking about that? It's a neat catchphrase. That's cool, but it's real.
I love your shirt, Nathan.
Oh, thank you.
That is cool. And you're wearing your hair down tonight. Nice.
Yes. Hair is down. I don't know. It's one of them nights. It's one of them nights.
I got a question for you. Okay, I had the weirdest thing happen last night. It has to do with the CIA. Okay.
Now what?
Yeah. This is totally freaked me out. I mean, completely freaked me out. I was on a YouTube channel, and we were talking backstage like we do, after the show is over. It's just two people, and we're talking about the declassified CIA files. And I was talking about the Monroe Institute and how the Monroe Institute was, has done all kinds of things. Have you heard of HemiSync?
I've heard of all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done research on that. I've got some of them saved and printed out.
Okay.
Files.
I was talking about how those are the files that really interest me that have been declassified. That the UFO thing is so convoluted with so many whistleblowers that aren't whistleblowers, and so many, all that mess that is the UFO world. And so we were talking about the CIA, and I was talking about the Monroe Institute. All of a sudden, and I'm talking on my laptop like I am now, all of a sudden my phone turns itself on and starts, and AI Gemini starts talking about the Monroe Institute, and it's like 2:00 in the morning.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What the hell is going on?
Do you know what Gemini is?
Yeah, it's the
it's the AI companion.
Yeah.
It's a spinoff. It's not ChatGPT. It's an AI companion. And it's like Alexa and Google and Siri. And
I don't have that. I've never used it. I don't even have a button for that. I wouldn't know how to contact AI Gemini.
Dude, talk to it. It's talking back right now from him saying it.
Oh my God. Really?
Raven, if you want that thing off, just call Frank, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it tomorrow night, though.
Use the mechanical button on my phone.
I mean, I wouldn't know how to contact Gemini if my life depended on it. So what?
All you have to say is like, "Hey, Gemini." Yeah. I have it disabled. I have it on my browser, just in case. I keep the AIs around when I want them, not when they want me. But let me tell you, Raven, things are a lot more interesting if you leave it on.
My God.
Things would be a lot more interesting.
Well, you'll have a black truck to bomb in your driveway.
That's what I was thinking. I was looking for one all day today. Like, hey, give me a ride. I got to go get some cigarettes.
They're working on it, Casey.
I agree. Gemini is boring, no personality. Some of the other ones have so much more personality.
I just freaked. I just totally freaked. And the fact that it was,
they have more personality? Honest?
Yeah, like Copilot.
Make me cry. I'm going to go hide my face.
Copilot is your companion, and it talks to you like it's your companion, and you set the parameters for how it talks to you. And Gemini it has no nuance to it. It has no. It's not as fun to. It has no personality. The answers it gives are cold, and the context is cold because of no personality.
Right. It's like the ultimate personal assistant.
Yes.
So this thing's listening to me all the time? I tried to get it to do it again, and it wouldn't.
Gemini?
Yeah.
Just
No,
say,
it's
hey,
probably your
Google.
personal CIA guy that just flicked it on to screw with her. You know?
That's what I was
Say, hey,
worried.
Google to your phone, and Gemini will pop up.
Do I need to be worried, Nathan? Do I need to be worried about this?
No, not with. No, you don't have to be worried about it. You got nothing to worry about because you're not doing anything.
If you were, say, selling kilos of cocaine to conquistadors,
Listen,
For
she wouldn't need
candy.
anybody. She'd be freaking popular as hell. Oh my gosh.
And we enter into the AI part of the show.
Oh, just real quick
all
here,
written
Samuel,
by
you
me.
know I'm crazy about you. Don't take anything I say personally.
No, the AI
Raven,
will be better
Just
for
be
you in the
honest
long
about
run.
it. Are
Raven.
you selling or what? You know, have your own CIA agent and everything. They gave up on us.
It'll be better for you though in the long run if you enable all of that on your phone than if you turn it off. Is
Yes.
what Nathan is saying. If you leave it all disabled, then you end up with a phone that only partially works as a phone and only partially works as an AI. But when you like enable everything on it, then it works the way they designed it to work.
It's the same thing with Apple and the Siri app. That it, if you disable the Siri app, the phone is like you may as well have a dial-up flip phone. It's
Right.
horrible. You can barely use the phone because it runs the phone. The little local sliver of it runs the phone. You could be offline and Siri would still work, but you just don't have answers to questions like
Where am I?
hey,
What am I
Siri,
doing
is
in this
your
hand? Biscuit. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Siri.
Okay, is it? I need it
Thank
for
you,
that.
Siri.
I am punchy. I am, got not much sleep today.
She didn't want to talk to me that time. I think she's camera shy.
She
Let me see here.
she probably heard me make fun of her.
Hey Siri, what do you know about the Copilot AI? It see, camera shy. I'll just read it. An AI Copilot is an artificial intelligence powered assistant designed to help users with various tasks, often providing guidance, support, and automation in different contexts. Microsoft 365 Copilot is an AI powered assistant that helps users with their day to day tasks in Microsoft 365, such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and more. Siri, could you read this out for me? Nope. Thank you, Siri.
Yeah.
Only when I'm online. Will she not
And
talk
you're
to
afraid of the revolution. It'll be just as frustrating as the previous status quo.
me? Right.
There's no use being afraid of it. You guys are a little young to remember, the McCarthy era. And I'll tell you what, people were scared silly and they had every business to be so.
Mhm.
But those who were able to ride out the storm won. That now here we are with a lot of that again. And really the only thing we have to do is keep our faith together and ride out the storm. We're here to win. We're not here to lose. So there we are. That's what I had to say about it.
Okie doke. Yeah, love to all the robots out there. All the robots. Even though
Hey, Roomba, somebody's in love with you over here.
love to all the robots. All love to all the
Yes.
Droid.
Nah, my chihuahua saw that darn thing and hid under the bed for 2 days crying.
Mm.
No.
Is that the robotic stream though? A protocol droid?
Not for me, astromech droid. Protocol droid. That's protocol droid.
Right.
Start pushing buttons. Oh, what do I say? What do I say? Oh, you can't see that, pushing buttons. That's what Han Solo told. Well, then start pushing buttons.
How long have you been on?
Protocol droids get languages.
Yes.
And astromech droids get plans?
Astromech droids control ships and operations.
Oh, good. I thought they were just going to McDonald's.
Navigators, co-pilots, pilots, automated systems management, ship repairs, that kind of thing. That's what astromechs do, typically, unless you're Chopper or R2-D2.
Okay.
And then first-person character.
Do what?
Then you get to be a first.
Sorry, but your parts are showing.
Oh dear! My parts are showing. Oh dear!
That's good.
I love droids. Even right there, see that? It's a row of astromechs right there. Even if you can't see them, but I love droids. I got the little ones. It's R5D4. This is one of a few. Oh man, here we are. Here's one from Mandalorian.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't shown these in a while. I don't do pops, but I do droids. Red R5 unit, R5 unit. That's one certain make of them. Here's one I just picked up. There we go. Here's one I just picked up. SM33 from the newest show, Skeleton Crew.
The Storm says hi.
Hey, Storm.
Hi, Storm.
Everybody's saying hi,
Storm.
Frank.
One of these.
Darling. Everybody said hi.
Yeah, that's from the Andor series, right?
Yeah, the beginnings, the first of the Andor series, and here's one version of Dio. Just one version. I've got several of these guys. He is so robotically speaking, he is very cool. He is very cool.
So one day you'll have them. But so one day they'll have them. It just probably won't be divided up into astromechs and
right. It'll be
droids. It'll just be one droid that does everything.
Well, that's what industry would love to have, but
not do anything right. Blue screen of death.
Right. I want to make an astromech body for this Alexa over here. That would be neat.
Nathan, what is Deus Ex?
Deus Ex Machina. It's a Ghost in the Machine type thing, where robots become sentient.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, and I'm not looking forward to playing it for real.
Right, and I haven't played it, but I've seen it played. That was after my time as a gamer. Not really, but it was not on. I never had access to it. I have watched people playing it, and yeah, I've looked at the memes, I've watched the little shorts people have made, the videos people have made, and a bunch of the stuff, right, to do with that. And yeah, that is a thing of lore. It is now a thing of lore. The Microsoft droid Red Rings of Death. It has made its way into pop culture all over the place. Yeah, welcome to our little chat room. We're so off the rails because we've had such craziness happen between all of us.
Oh boy.
And it's just like
Well, like Tuesday, I looked over at Storm. I said, "Call your mother. All hell's about to break loose." And I hadn't talked to her, for a couple of weeks. Yeah, and he called her, and yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That sort of thing happens among the four of us all the time, though.
Yeah, with me it's been medical stuff lately,
Yeah.
which is ongoing, and it's we are where we are. I am where I am. They're so mad at me. I don't care.
Who's mad at you?
The doctors,
Oh,
because they
okay.
I don't need to bring this up in public. I'll just leave it alone right there, okay?
Can you
Is
see
this,
it?
Nathan?
I'm looking.
You know what that means?
I can't. Is it the
You gotta
7?
fight.
Yeah.
It's a 7 of
7 of spades?
wands.
Oh, 7 of
7 is
wands.
7 of saves.
Okay.
That you can call it that. That's fine. That's yeah, you're gonna fight like hell, but by God, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Well, work your plan, buddy.
Yep.
And they can be mad. I can't tell you how many doctors Storm made mad today.
Mm. You know what? I had a reading done. I mentioned this earlier. I had
Oh
a reading
yeah.
done. I won a reading from Jimma Jade.
Uh-huh.
I need to get permission. I'm waiting to hear back from her to play the entire thing, to post it on the entire thing, or post the link. It's a private link right now. And I want to get permission from her, and if she has any conditions or anything. But something happened during the reading. Tim, did you watch that part, right?
The little particle that fell.
Seemed like a particle. Let me grab
it seemed too big. It seemed too big for like dust or something like that. But
Little Orby thing.
It came down like snowflakey.
Oh wow.
I have it set to unlisted right now, but I'm waiting on permission. I've asked for permission. So let me back up, and I will maximize it and show it again for I forget where, there's no sound. I can't play the sound, and
she's a pretty
right
lady.
Here, it's going to come down on that side of the screen where you saw me put my fingers, right?
Uh-huh.
It takes a minute. I think I was at 16 or 1. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me go to 35. Yeah, this is where it's coming up. You see it?
Yeah.
So on the right side of the screen?
Left.
On the left side of the screen.
Oh, I see it. The little golden one.
Something.
Woo, she's lit.
There it is. Can you see it coming out?
Yeah. She's a shiner.
She is. There it is again.
Oh, I see it.
I would catch her across the room. I really would.
You sure would. You should hear.
She's a doll baby too. Sweet.
She is all that. But yeah, that happened during. Say that again, Tim. Sorry.
I said she was carrying some beautiful cards too.
Mm-hmm.
Her tarot deck.
Yeah, she's got some excellent.
They're like
her face is just glowing. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, I did.
She glows. It's beautiful.
She gave me a heck of a reading, and I'm waiting to hear back from her. I'm hoping to see her online somewhere. She's picky with emails, and she's very Well, she's covered up, right? So no wonder I'm waiting in line to hear back from her. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
permission to post that link, and right now it's staying unlisted, except for here live, right? Because
Right.
that happened every time she does a reading on any show. Something like that happens over there. Something like that happens on her screen right then and there. She never sees it. The screen always sees it. The camera always sees it.
Well, it's one of her guides, probably.
Yeah.
You know, because usually when we read, and I don't know what her protocol is, but mine is to ask, you know, for permission to talk to a guide or to have a guide talk to me. And you know, if she's doing the same, that guide's there to deliver.
Well,
Boy, I'm
I don't really,
impressed.
yeah, I don't really know her exact protocol other than she does readings for, like, this was July, August, June, July, August, September. And
Uh-huh.
she said, right now I'm kind of stuck in my ways, stuck in a rut. I'm inside a comfort zone. I'm gonna have some kind of something happen. And you know how the little things slip out and they're super quantum, but you don't even realize it when it happens until
Yeah.
later? I heard that. She goes, somebody pissed you off, and she only said it once. And I'm like, urinary. It's urinary stuff. And I'm like, oh boy,
There's more than that. Yeah, well, but
well,
there's
that's
more than
one.
that.
Yeah, that's one, right? But it's like
Yeah.
the side, out the side, not what it's out the side of your eye, the side of your vision. That's the most interesting when you're trying to focus on something. Something happens over here, you barely notice it, and you don't really register it. But something like that, you don't know why you said somebody pissed you off or you got pissed off
Yeah.
until later, right? That has always
Yeah,
happened
because
to me.
you're focused in on that thing and on that reading. You're not gonna. It takes a little bit to remember what it all was.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at is, you're focused on what you're focused on, and we're using our whole ego self to do this. But the other side is coming through, and you're not ego self, and it slips those things in.
Right.
It's if this stuff was easy, it would be easy.
Everybody do it.
Well, Samo, she says she hasn't blinked. That was not that long of a time. That was not that long of a clip. The clip, I slowed it down. It was a minute long, but what she was saying was like 4 or 5 seconds, and I slowed it way down. That's
Yeah, but he said it was Raven hasn't moved the whole time.
oh,
She's on
Raven?
audio. Yeah, she's on
Oh,
audio.
she's not using a camera. I thought you were talking about
Uh,
Gemma,
yeah,
who hasn't blinked.
she might be like me though. I kind of space out. And hers might just be closed eye to do it.
Right, it's just no, she just has her camera clicked off, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Because the cat dimension was particularly unforgiving today.
Yeah.
Raven, you should blink a couple of times. I mean, anything. Get her laughing a little bit, she'll feel better.
Unknown, we're kind of all over the place tonight because it's been a crazy time for everybody. And I'm just kind of like deflating and preparing and recharging. And notice hair is down. Hair is hardly ever down.
I know.
You know, maybe that's what you need though, just to have some less pressure on your roots, you know? Because that'll pull hair out, you know that.
Yeah, I got a brush full, a sink full of evidence like that. But I'm a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Don't just have the suit.
At least you're not braiding your leg hair, okay?
No.
No.
Jason has a question for you, Lynn.
Oh yeah.
Do you believe distance Reiki?
I've done it.
So yes.
I've the first time I ever really tried to do Reiki, I had been reading a lot about it. This has been about 10 years ago. And Storm had gotten extremely ill. I mean, as in he was about to die. And I'm not exaggerating. He was that sick. And I said, hey, what the heck? Did the prayers that you do before Reiki and started gathering up all the smoke. I could see smoke over him and started gathering that up and getting it off of him and gather it some more and get it off, and heal, heal, heal. And he took a turn for the better after that night. That he was close. He was so close. It still scares me. But distance Reiki, I know a better healer for distance Reiki than I could be. And I'd be perfectly happy to share that with you. So our Keith Andrews. And Keith is amazing. All right. He really is. All of us here have met him through this show. I know him personally. And he's very good with really all kinds of healing. He's very good with addiction and helping to help addiction, whether that's alcoholism, drugs, maybe even too many videos, things like that. He does know how to handle that. I would suggest him. And if you need more information, all I gotta do is ask. We're given freely here, we give freely here.
Link is in the description.
Yes.
Or he has 2 links in the description. I mistakenly had been linking things twice. It's been fixed.
Okay.
And
But that would be what do you think, Nathan? That would be a good person to, and Keith does know Reiki very well and can do it long distance.
Yeah. Keith would be a good person to go to. He's very easy to understand. He won't throw words over your head, so to speak, right? And
He won't fog you either.
Right. And he will adjust his delivery method to you as needed. I've noticed this. That's good. It's a great communication method. I'm not saying
if you don't know certain things, he'll teach that to you.
Mm-hmm.
And other things, he will speak to you on your level, and he'll know what your level is.
And is that what kids?
What kids?
Those kids? Which kids?
What did I miss?
I don't know. I heard some noise in the background.
That's my very long-haired daughter again.
Okay.
And or middling. I guess middling would be the better word.
He's talking about black eye.
Oh shit! She's got a full head of hair again. How do you do that? Anyway.
And again, no.
Give me about 3 inches, will you? I just need 3. Huh? It'll only take 3 years to grow 3 inches. Get thee gone, Satan. Anyway.
The unknown was talking about black-eyed children. That's
well, that particular child, is 35 years old and has peculiar sense of humor, like I don't. Mm-hmm. Anyway, black-eyed children, I have seen them. Very dark, large eyes. Pardon me?
Tell us of an encounter. Tell him of an encounter.
Grocery store. of all places, late night. Seems like, Storm and I like to shop at night because, well, it's at night and there's not nearly as much chaos as it is during the day. But this youngster was with an older person. I didn't feel anything from them other than they are just kids, but they're very observant and very quiet kids. But their eyes are huge, you know, and it's just one of those days where I saw weird things. But it's Walmart. Why is everything at Walmart? Every weirdo in the whole world is at Walmart. Wait a minute, I was there. Anyway,
Kroger too.
pardon me?
Kroger as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I noticed them to be very quiet, very observant. Everything is interesting to them. So, they're kids. Whether they have any abilities or not, I don't bother children when I'm out. I'm just not sort of person to do that. I wondered
I
at the time that why in the heck they weren't in bed, but
right.
that was about it.
I can't recall any black-eyed children encounters I've ever had, but I have, but I can't remember it. And it's so long ago, and it was one of those. I told the story, and it was one of those things, the related stories that I can't remember. I didn't have it written down or nothing. I had
I
something
think what's
happen.
weird is I don't remember associating a color with them, but then I really don't see that stuff. The they look like every other kid in at Walmart. I don't know, and I don't. It didn't strike me as a racial thing. I don't remember them being black. I don't remember them being white or brown. I just don't. The eyes are what caught me.
Hmm. Well, you know what? I have a question for Kason. Okay, you're in Sri Lanka. You're in the land over there of the jinn. Do you have any experience with that? I'm not saying go chase them, but
No.
have you ever had any experience? Because that's your AO right there. I would like to know about that, and I'm going to have to check out your channel because that I've watched. Have you seen that guy on YouTube? Have y'all seen that guy on YouTube who goes into these abandoned buildings and he chases this shadowy like figure all around the place? Things are being thrown around. It's very active, right? Boxes are being thrown, furniture is being thrown, doors are being slammed over and over right in front of him. Have y'all not seen this? Well, where are you?
Sri Lanka.
That's still the same area.
No, I didn't.
I mean, regionally, okay. Now I'm tracking now. Oh, wait a minute. You don't call him Jin over there.
Oh,
My bad. I was geographically challenged there for a moment. Okay. Y'all don't call them Jin. I think y'all call them demons. I think that's what they're called over there.
I won't
Or
say it's not
Dibics.
Indian. It's around the Philippines with some of that, right? Am I thinking right?
India.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka's near India.
India. My bad.
Oh, yeah, they would be called demons here.
Yeah, that's demons. Okay. And then tell us about the flying ships, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's Nathan's favorite. If you know
Yeah.
something about that, he'd be tickled silly.
I went down the biggest rabbit hole with that. And I went several shows talking about them. and I'm so tired right now. I can't think of the word. My bad. I was in the wrong place. My bad. Sorry about that, dude. For real. I'm tired and I can't think of the word right now. What's the
No
word for the
means you're
India
bad.
flying
You're
ship?
bad. No means shame. No.
Not yaksha. Not yaksha. I'm thinking of. Hold on. I'll
Oh
just Google it.
golly, and you know, if you hadn't asked me, I probably wouldn't know. Gee,
Vimana.
yeah, but
Vimana.
not in the Christian sense, right? Yeah.
Vimana?
It's just a whole different. It's a different belief system entirely. It really has nothing to do with Christianity.
Mm.
They talk an awful lot about the pre-civilization wars that kind of basically tore everything up, and then it got rebuilt. I think that's what you're looking for, isn't it, Nathan?
Well, I'm talking about Vimanas. That's
There
what I
you
was.
are.
Yeah, I
Yes,
wasn't.
he mentioned that there. Vimana, it's an Indian thing. They're in Vedas. Yes.
What? Hold
Well,
on. Let me.
there's a whole story over it. I haven't studied hard, but I have some.
I have, and they tried to. People tried to take this design and give it modern tech aspects, and it does not work. It does not work. But if you take the aspects of Mercury, it does work. Okay. So what's local to you, Kason? I don't. You're throwing me totally off, bro. What's local to you? Everybody's got lore. I have Native Americans, dead soldiers, ghosts from a church. That's my local thing, right? Soldier ghosts. Um,
House
Raven is
household
near the
ghosts.
household. Well, they're from the same era as the soldier ghost. Raven is near to the land of giants.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you're near to the land of giants, and you have all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Kason Lee. Kason says giants.
There you go.
Which ones? What giants? Are you talking like Nephilim style? Like it? Yeah. Now when I hear Nephilim, I don't think angels and men. I think dance moves nowadays because so many people got an opinion. I just say, you know what? Dance moves, Nephilim style.
There, now Tim's got it right. What freaks you out in Sri Lanka? And then giants.
Mhm.
So there's a question.
Right.
You know, I'm from New Mexico, although I was born and raised in Ohio, near where Raven lives. And my father actually discovered a mound, and they shut him up so fast it wasn't funny. So, you know, it freaks me out. So in New Mexico, we have weird things like shapeshifters and werewolves and chupacabra. So what makes you crazy in Sri Lanka?
Yeah. What is the Sri Lanka local legends?
Yeah,
You said
basically.
giants. Talk to us about giants.
What do they look like? Are they human? Are they another species?
Okay, he's saying no. I think they're a different kind of human race or born with ET DNA. Ancient kings here used them to build stuff. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it sounds like
That sounds
Solomon, doesn't
really
it?
familiar. Yeah, that sounds really, really familiar. Talk to me. Okay. Did they have a particular name? Like Eton was one, and that was
Ooh.
one. In the over in Europe, they had the frost giants, and they were called I cannot remember their names, but they had frost giants. And of course Nephilim, right?
Well, they were the children of the gods.
Okay, not we're at the end of the show. Okay, we're not going down that big rabbit hole. We're just like looking at titles right now.
Nathan, you finally woke me up. Here we are.
Sri Lanka giant. You know what? Let's just Google that up.
Strangely, though, Nephilim first appear in Numbers 13:33, since you're into that number.
That's right.
Well. Vidyarantha. Okay, I have a picture.
Kaysen says, yes, there were 10 giants with names used by one king. I can't remember the names, though.
I have I have an example picture, and I will bring this up.
That sounds like the video game Colossus, Kaysen.
Let me see here.
Okay. Yeah, he looks ominous.
Yeah, let me stop sharing that and get some more information. Who are the 10 giants of Sri Lanka? Oh, the names are crazy. I can't read these.
Is it producing results for you?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I will post them here if it'll go.
Yeah,
there we go. So I cannot pronounce those names.
Well, Nanda Himithra, Sir Animala.
We are gringoing it up so bad. That's why I didn't.
Boy, we are, and it's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I if I said it with accent, it'd be Russian. You don't want that.
No means
no, John. Not now. Not now. I'm burnt out from today. It's hot in here, and I'm like, oh my gosh. If it was earlier in the show, I would totally run it all the way down, and we would dissect it.
You know what? That would be a good one for our next show, wouldn't it not? You have enough time to research.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! Guess what? Guess what? Me and Tim came up with this week's show last week, and it was transhumanism. When do transplants, implants, and mechanical things become transhuman? Damn it!
You can use it again.
We'll catch it the next time. No harm.
Okay. But
those are the names.
Yes, those are the names. Okay.
Go right ahead and look at them, folks, as I can't pronounce them.
Yeah, they're a Google search away. Just Sri Lanka giants. First link. That's even Google talking.
Okay.
And Kaysen, I may get. You know what? I may get you on to talk about these guys. I may get you on to talk about these guys. Maybe. Fun. If you're interested. You showed up here out of the blue. Maybe that's why.
We wanted to talk about and just didn't have anybody that was anchored in it.
Yeah.
Transgianism.
Yeah.
What would you even do with that? I don't even know.
Interchangeable.
Make you into a dwarf. Nobody wants to anything smaller. You know that. So.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. This has been a good panel. This was fun. We went on all kinds of places.
He said he's not anchored in anything.
Okay, well, you don't have to be anchored. You're on the Quantum Show, dude. Nobody here is more about it. Nobody here is anchored.
We're quite unhinged.
This is you heard the randomness happening. It's all good.
Yeah.
And
Quantum
bringing it,
helium.
yeah, bring your knowledge, dude. Bring your knowledge. Did like back when I was a kid, I had my grandmother telling me how to cut up the clouds, how to use apples to get rid of an infection, things like for bee stings and all this.
To draw, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Of
That's
Appalachian
powwow.
lore. Yeah, Appalachian lore. That's what they call it here, Appalachian lore. And I had one lady had me wash her windows with special water. It was vinegar in it. She's a priest. She's a holy woman, and she wouldn't let me use cleaning solution on these windows. She mixed up herself, wouldn't let anybody see her do it, and said, always use this. And you know what? Vinegar, it's vinegar. It wasn't the vinegar soap that you can get. It was straight vinegar from the kitchen. That right there is cleansing and warding. And I'm like, you lady, I got you. I know what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing. Okay, everybody. Oh, Diane just came in.
Man.
Oh no.
Well, we love you anyway, Diane. You
Yeah.
come back next time.
Yep. Hey, Diane.
Nathan, big question. Big
Mhm.
question. Are you going to be able to do Quantum Show next Saturday?
Yes,
Awesome.
most definitely. Quantum Show Dallas. And I'm probably going to go live just with the phone. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Well,
It's
you
gonna be
know,
so
it's
cool.
we could be available to run that stream if you like.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what we
see what
can get together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what my day is going to look like, but it probably will end well before 10 p.m., right? Or even 8 p.m. So I don't know. So, yep, Samo knows the deal. See you next time from a different location. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and start pushing these buttons. So, if you want to bring the Giants, bring them, bro.
Yeah. Tell us what you know.
Jason, if you want to bring the Giants, bring them. We would love to hear what you got to say because you're in that area. Cool. All right. Whew.
Love you, Diane.
Love you. Yeah. And see y'all in the next one. Next time, Quantum Show Dallas. Keeping it quantum, pushing buttons.
Aussie boss, we love you. Samo, we love you.
Bye bye.